Yo! How you guys doing? Good morning, super cool. How you doing, man? What's good, super cool, man? Let's go! Good morning.
Make a good game and don't market it.
Oh, why is that
money will
not...
come to you.
Nani? No, wait, I hear myself now. Ah, here it is. There we go. Good morning, Mr. Kapushman. Mr. Streamer, can you add my new emote today? Self-describing title, yeah. Reacting to your biography. Yeah, just wait, okay? We still have one chance. Good morning, Don Duval on YouTube. How you doing? Oh, Tas DJ, that's you. Okay, good to know. How you doing, man? First time seeing you on YouTube, bro. Let me see. You stopped watching on Twitch? You don't like Twitch anymore? Let me see. Where's Discord? So, where did you post the emotes, bro?
Countdown to next bad take, 30 seconds.
Huh? I remember that. I think I saw this before. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. Cakez Peak. I saw that. Yeah, good one. Thank you. Save image. Thank you very much. 112. Save image. You also have them perfectly 56. Yeah, in the perfect size, bro. Thank you very much for this. What a nice person. Yeah, cool. So big W's in chat for Mr. Super Cool. Okay, for the emote. That's a good one. No more emote slots. Needs one. One needs to be axed. Yeah, we'll see which one. W. Yeah, really good. Put some W's in chat for this guy. Really cool. Thank you, man. By the way, how's your game coming along? You have been on a long vacation. I have had to take a break before, so I haven't like talked about you or with you about your game in a long time. How's that coming along, man? Let me see here. I think it is under... Yeah, here it is.
Marketing and
Yo, Mr. AQ, good morning. How you doing, man? What's good, bro?
Will sell nonetheless.
Good morning. WQ, yeah, WQ. All right. Hey, no, wait, Oh no, animated emotes. We need to get rid of one of these. Which one do you guys think? Which one should we get? Hop? Wait, Hypers is... Oh, Hypers. Engine? I think most people would not like that. Do not remove Hop. Sorry about that. Give me a sec. That's something. There it is. Now it's gone. Good. So what do you guys think? Porg, maybe? Pause hypers? Wiggle? I think most people use this a lot. Like, RG, maybe? But some people use it, right? Wait, where can I see how many people use what emotes? There has to be like some statistic. Like Twitch is so bad. They should be able to tell you what are the most what emotes are used the most. Why are they not able to do this? Unlock 2 additional animated slots by using Twitch alerts. Ah, nah, I can't be bothered.
Push immediately and
how do you know that? Where do you see this, AQ? This one is rarely used, based. Okay, then we'll get rid of that. Fine. Let's not spend 10 days on this. Got stuff to do. Streaming, there we go. Cakez, what was it? Oh yeah, peak. And individual ones, right? So auto size. So this one here. I read chat so I know. Ah, okay, bro. Yeah, like I don't read chat at all. Stream elements, Cakez. Stats. Wait, you can see the emotes there. Really? Oh, that's annoying. Let me check. Oh, rub is used a lot. Yeah, look at this, guys. And also, the Supaku hop is not used at all. See that? Okay, 500 times is actually quite a lot. This one is, I mean, it's still used quite a lot. Yeah, this one got removed. Is that it? Really? No, it only captures the 100 most used emotes. So there's more. Anything above 100 likely is fine, yeah. Hope is used everywhere in other channels. Pogo stop. Okay, I'll stop. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, let's not spend too much time on this. 28. I clicked on the 28, right? Yeah. 28. 56. And 112. Thank you, man. Appreciate that a lot. What should this be called? Bro, what is his name? Peak? Okay. Peak. Upload. Appreciate that, bro. I want to add something new. Yeah, we added in... where is it? Peak. Just now. Yeah. It didn't update for me. Let me see here. Funker faces. How does that work again, guys? Emotes? What am I supposed to search for? Emotes? Add-ons? Enable 7TV emotes. Enable better Twitch TV emotes. I don't know why I have to keep enabling this. Wait, disable? I don't know what that means. Is it now enabled? Ah, it is. Emote side panel. What is this? Oh, I see.
Did you animate the water? Are you animating the water? Will you animate the water? When will you animate the water?
Hello, Cakez. Hello, Mr. Evans. Good morning. How you doing, bro? Hello, my name on YouTube. Twitch mobile app sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks badly. Okay, cool. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so, back on track. Yesterday we have gathered some emails off stream. I have gathered some additional emails. We are currently sitting at 45 minus 1. So we're sitting at 44 emails, which if we are on track until Friday, today is Tuesday, we'll have about 100 on Friday, which is great because I want to send out 100 emails on Friday. Now, you can see by the green bar here, those are the streamers where I think they could potentially play the game. And the other ones that are not green, they are probably... I'm gonna actually ban you for 5 minutes. Shut the fuck up. That's important stuff. Okay, every game developer should be doing this. And if you're making a game, you should be doing it too, sir. So, anyways, so as I was saying before this guy rudely interrupted me and you know, typed some dumb stuff in my chat.
Fuck Cakez.
There's about as many greens as there is non-greens. Maybe there's even less greens than there's non-greens. So that means that we only really have like 20 potential people that could play the game. Which is not that great, but also finding the right person that would play your game. Obviously, you also need to have a good game, which we don't really know yet if we have a good game or not. However, now I don't really, and let me see, I need to see if I can show this page, because the playtest, guys, is actually looking really good in terms of stats. Now obviously it's because you know, some people I've asked them to play, but the medium playtime for the playtest is 31 minutes, and that's actually really good. Compared to the demo version that I put out on Steam and the stats there, this is a higher number. And the average playtime of the demo, and it doesn't say Valve Confidential, so I can show this. Here, this doesn't say Valve Confidential, guys. So I can show this. Average playtime is 6 hours, guys. So some people really pushed this up very high. Really cool. Good. Hey, Code and Grey, how you doing? And yeah, that's the medium playtime in idle. Now, yeah, it could potentially be idle. This time does not calculate. This time also includes idle time. I have 12 hours. Yeah, they're cruel. Thank you. And yeah, there's 26 people that played for a very long time. So, yeah, and Enex, you have given me great feedback and I've changed a lot of things because of you. So thank you very much for helping me out here, man. Like, without you, I would not have been able to make many changes to the game. And including, you know, the tree is gone now here, so you can now place units here. People leaving it running. I did that when I reported a bug for the demo and forgot to close the game. Is that the skill tree? Yes, this is the new skill tree, Code and Grey. And yeah, because of you, I also now have the level 1 to 5 based on skill points. You need 4 skill points to get a new level in this. So obviously I want to add in better unlocks to the abilities then when you have to spend 5 skill points to level this up one more time, right? So there needs to be stronger unlocks as you level this up more. But yeah, that's a change that spawned because of Enex feedback, for example. Skill tree looks awesome. Hey, thank you, Dios mio. Appreciate that, man. Yes, and so what we're gonna do today is fix one last thing when it comes to stats, coding-wise. And we're going to read an article about a person that made a game over 4 years and it was a failure. And so I want to learn from his mistakes. We have done many mistakes ourselves, obviously. There's many things that went wrong on my part. I didn't know anything when I started. Should have done more research before setting up his Steam page. I just went in blind. And obviously that caused me to then now have to deal with the repercussions of what I did wrong. Which obviously leads to low wishlist counts and low traction to the game and stuff like that. If you do this properly, you most likely will have a better outcome. And if I look at the stats here, he really has a lot of good stuff here. He learned a lot, and he learned the same things that I learned over the 4 years. So let's see, 4 years of solo dev, a commercial failure, but a personal success. That's great, and I hope that I can say at minimum the same. Let's say my game is a commercial failure. When you spend 4 years on a game, that can happen. But let's hope that it'll be a personal success. And let's see here. So first, here are some of the numbers of my game. Ortharion, the last battle. I like that. Let's look at the game. 14k isn't the failure for the first game. This is made in Unreal Engine. If this game is not made in Unreal Engine, I'm gonna eat a broomstick. 100% this is Unreal Engine. Okay. Shit, it's Unity. Okay. I mean, it's the same. Unreal Engine or Unity. Okay. All right. Okay. Do it. God, hey, I thought, okay. I mean, I was so convinced. God damn. All right, so yeah, okay, it is Unity. I mean, it does look very barren to the sides here. It reminds me of the old games. You guys remember those old games where they would only really place foliage, let's say up until the mountains or close to the mountains, and then it's just completely empty because they ran out of time and money. That's what it looks like here. So he tried to make he tried to make Path of Exile, guys. That's crazy. As your first... Oh my god. You can't be serious. Why would you copy the one thing that makes Path of Exile annoying? Which is the loot system. Bro, you think that's not too much loot? Also, why do you have to say rare? Shouldn't the color already indicate that it's rare? Epic? Man, this game makes many mistakes. Like, even I know this, right? This looks very good. No. This looks empty. Like, listen, I'll show you. Like, the art style can work, but not like this. Ja, dann mach doch die Tür zu, Mama.
Nee, man hört dich unten im Wohnzimmer.
Ja, ich rede doch nur, Bro. Apparently I can't talk. Like this here, can she? This.
Du redest nicht, du schreist.
Naja. This is a game where this art style is the same. And I gotta be honest here, this looks a million times better. Gothic game will look like this, my game. No, and I think the reason why this game looks so, let's say, bad, I think it's because of the lighting. It's much better, yeah. I think this tries to look modern, while at the same time looking empty, and it repeats itself. You see here the repeating textures. Here it doesn't do that at all. We barely have any repeating textures, so this is really high quality. Repeated texture, yeah. I mean, you do have some repeated textures here, right? But yeah, like Kenshi is amazing. Like this game, by the way, it just keeps growing. And maybe it'll be like a Stardew Valley in the future. What do you guys think? Look, it started out with like couple hundred players, which is amazing, by the way. But look at this. It just keeps going up. Can she interview when? That would be amazing. Like, for sure. Yeah, this guy is crazy. And the game is made in the Ogre engine, which... What was the Ogre engine again, guys? Was that C++ or was that... Graphics engine? Oh, no, it's just an engine. What do you program in there? Which programming language is this? Doesn't say. What was the language again? The language is Ogre? No. It's C++, yeah? Okay, so it is C++. Cool. You guys... You know what I noticed? Most games made by indie devs, even if they are coded themselves, so for example a game like this, 3D game Kenshi, apparently they use pre-made engines, huh? Like a framework. Apparently making your own engine for a 3D game isn't that great of an idea, huh? Anyways, let's just move on. So this is the game, okay? Like some stuff really looks good, not gonna lie. Oh my god, that actually looks good. That looks really good. Okay. And when did it come out? September. Wait. No. September 8. What do you mean, bro? You still have a chance. It kind of... He still has a chance. To make... Okay, why are the mixed reviews? What's happening here? 55 out of 100, grindy 3 RPG with excessive multicasting and crafting. Currently not suggested for casuals, but things are improving steadily. Hey! Edit. Exploration is great, other features take time. Update. Made things worse despite allowing all classes. 2 years earlier. Now this guy played 100 hours. Early access review. Okay, what is this? Monsters and Mountains Walk loot refund. Got out of early access. With continuous updates, the game lost all the good sides it has. Oh god, this guy made the game worse? Really? So much potential? 2023? So the game was already out in 2023? Oh my god, it was. Why does it look so weird though? This looks like it just came out like a couple of days ago. This graph is too... You know how sometimes, like for example with Kenshi, the graph is just... There's a lot more dots. It feels odd. Okay. Looks too spiky to me. Early access, yeah. Okay, so I thought he just released the game, but apparently not. But 13,500, okay. Roughly 1,900 players, refund rate 23%. Yeah, most people don't like the changes you made, bro. It looks like. Let's look at some of them. Fun when it works, but it crashes constantly. September 9. I get about 5 crashes in 30 minutes. Hey, what is it with these Unity games? Like, okay, who am I? All those people in chat that use Unity, right? What is it with these Unity games and going to the main menu that breaks the entire game? Like, for example, I saw the spiffing Brit play Unity games, and he could double his unit's power by going into the main menu and reloading the last save and continuing. What is it with this? How's that happening? It's oddly consistent. Yeah, it's weird. Got nothing to do with Unity. They're probably just badly programmed. Wrongly saved. Can I do that in your game too? It's only a graphics engine. It's not a game engine at all. Yeah, a graphics engine, yeah. But that's what you want. Especially when making a 3D game. You don't want to make all of these graphics yourself. I hope the game gets better once out of early access. June 12th. Oof. Man, okay. So apparently crashes. These are the two most... The game just got worse? Oh, I'm not reading all of that. Hell nah. Crashes seem to be pretty frequent. February 2024. And the game does not save often enough. I lose lots of... Maybe this guy just couldn't fix the crashes, guys. That's what it looks to me. Like, he tried to make the game work, but over the years, his code base probably grew, and he never really went back to fix it. Let's see. Let's see here. Alright, so medium playtime an hour. That's a lot, actually. I just hit 30 minutes. Okay. Current wish lists. The peak was 5,900. 9,000 additions and 3,000 deletions. Wait, that's awfully high. What do you guys think? Isn't this way too high? For like deletions, like percentage wise? This is like, wait, how much is that? A third. This is a third of the wish list being deleted. Let me look at my stuff here. Now I can't show everything. Let's see. Here. No, wait, sorry, that's the demo. Yeah, Steam told me to not show all of the pages they have on their page, because it's Valve confidential, so I can't show everything, but I can talk about the numbers and any page. Yeah, here, wishlist breakdown. This guy gets banned for an hour. Goodbye. Delete message. Asshole. Yeah, for example, can I show this? Yeah. So this is currently what I have. 1,485. And then 200 deletions. It's nowhere near what he has. It's crazy high. No, we're not talking about activations. So you think this is also activations? I would have thought that as a dev, you would respond to the comments about how you're dealing with the issues. Yeah, I think so too. Did he not respond to any of the issues? Apparently not. Not a single comment on the negative reviews. I don't understand that at all. Let's see. Wishlist conversion rate. 12% reviews positive. 71% positive. Impressions. 3 million. I hate this guy already. Okay, Steam visits, 300,000. I started development in 2021, right after finishing my first game, Otharian Project. The first project was more of a learning experience, but I considered it a success for what it was. Wait, isn't that the game? Otharian, yeah, okay. Wait, what? I started development in 2021, right after finishing my first game. That first project was my learning experience, but I consider it a success for what it was. Now we are in September 2025, 4 years later, and my second game is done. Knowing I have a full-time job now and 2 years in early access with a part-time job. Hey, Knowing I have a full-time job now. And 2 years in early access with a part-time job. Wait, so does he have a full-time job or a part-time job? What? He was 2 years in early access with a part-time job and now he has a full-time job? Take a look at the second game. But isn't this the first game? Publisher. Otharian, the last prologue. Wait, that's the... Wait, followers. Wait a minute. I'm confused. He has 3 games. Otharian Project. Eh? Can this guy just... Why is this guy not able to properly say what he's worked on in a chronological order, bro? It feels like there's... I want to see his code. There's got to be like stuff everywhere. Lines everywhere and connections everywhere. Because like this guy cannot say something in chrono... Otharian Project is the first game. This one here. He got 130 mixed reviews. Okay. Yes. How long did you make that game for? Released in 2020. Guys, stop not looking at me. Okay, that's not me. And the game came out. He put the Steam page up in 2019. So he spent, I don't know, something. Okay. So what we're looking at now? The last battle. Some numbers of my game. Okay, so wait. You started development of this game in 2021. Right after finishing his first game. Okay, the first project was more for learning experience. And you considered it a success. Okay. 4 years later for the second game. So let's close all of that. Because we're getting confused. This one is the second game. There we go. Okay. The second game took him 4 years. Yes. And my second game is done. Knowing I have a full-time job now. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what this sentence means, so we're just going to ignore this. Early mistakes. After beginning, I made some big mistakes. I released a demo too early. Yeah, I can sing a song of that, yeah. With little internal testing. Smart, yeah. Good stuff, he learned that. Everyone that's making a game, guys, when you put out a demo on Steam, let that sink in, please. It is... People treat it as a full game. So you put out a demo on Steam... It better be as good as you can make it. No bugs, no crashes, no issues, no balancing problems, and a fun experience for at minimum 30 minutes to an hour at best. Maybe a bit more. But don't put too much in the demo, otherwise people get tired of your game already. Why? Because that is your marketing tool at that point. And people expect the demos to be a shorter version of a complete game. Don't treat a demo as a playtest. There are playtests on Steam, and these playtests should be treated that way. So you give out keys to people, they get access to the playtest. It's not public on your page. Don't make a playtest public on your page. Use the playtest as a private feature that only some people have access to and use that to gather feedback. Or use itch.io. If you don't, and you have a bad demo on Steam, you're wasting Steam's advertising for your game. And it's gonna give the wrong impression about your game, and you will never see these customers again. They see your game, and they will click next, and maybe they see it again, but they will most likely never see it again. Collector of stuff is banned for the entirety of the stream. Goodbye. 4 hours. Tschüss. The game had a strong narrative focus at the time with multiple storylines. I worked with someone for a while, but our visions didn't align. The result was a wasted demo and lost months of direction. Yeah, same for me. Yeah, too many features. Yeah, grind, guild management, mercenary, multi-ending, crafting, poorly edited first. I have deleted some, improved others later on. You know what this feels like to me, guys? he didn't learn anything from his first game. Because he's making all of these mistakes in his second game. Usually you're making these in your first. Because his first game was also a 3D game. So I would assume that it'll be a big game too, right? This game right here, the Otharian Project. It is a 3D game. It's the same type of game. It's actually exactly the same. Wow, that looks even better than the... That looks better. How does this game look better than this game? Game dev is hard. You learn this shit after years. Yeah, but you gotta be honest here. How much time do you think this took to develop? The make one shit game and learn everything is naive? Yeah, that's correct. But hey, like these mistakes, shouldn't you learn this already in the first game? I pushed for next fest too soon. I wanted to stick to my schedule, but the demo wasn't ready. The festival is a huge opportunity, and I probably wasted mine by releasing a weak build. I feel like you've always released weak builds, because people complain on your game even today that the game crashes. And if I wouldn't know better, I bet this happens here too. Unfortunately, the developer of this title did not complete it before using it as an alpha base for another project he's working on in order to milk some more money from gamers. Golly! Do not buy it. It only has chapter 1, nothing else. Okay, I mean, there's not many crash people. Simply not worth the price. Okay, this game works better than the second? 50-50 if I good, the game's playable, but has a lot of bugs. See, like, at least it's not crashing. Some people don't take 4 years on the same game with 5 different versions to learn everything at once. Cakes ban. Yeah, shall we ban Mr. Azenris? How did he make a worse game? I don't understand. Honestly, I should have waited a year. I went off in all the... See, like, I just doesn't make any sense. Who made the first game, bro? Creating posts on TikToks, on Twitter, creating a Patreon, running a Kickstarter campaign. Whoa, I want to see the Kickstarter campaign for this game, because that would look like my game. Oriathon, The Last Battle. Kickstarter. Let's see, guys. Kickstarter never forgets. Where's Kickstarter? You can't tell me that it doesn't exist. Ortharion. Nah. Can you guys find the Kickstarter for this? Is that possible? Cakes, you only made one game so far. Maybe you'll make the same mistakes. Actually made many different games. I tried to complete most of them. I made Vampire Survivors. Made Tower Defense with one tower in the middle. With a win and lose condition. Made a Vampire Survivors clone in 1 hour. With just balls. Like circles. Then I made another Vampire Survivors in Godot. I made a tower defense game. Roguelike, where you find items and permanently keep them at levels. Then I made another tower defense game that is my current game. I don't know, I feel like I made many small different games. Small games is nothing to brag about? Oh, I think it is. Anyways. Still completed projects. Okay, let's continue here. Went off on creating TikTok posts, yeah. I think Twitter and sending keys to streamers were slightly beneficial. The rest was simply waste of time. I don't think Twitter is useful at all. Twitter is usually just rage bait or is showing off something really, really cool. Maybe ARPGs work on Twitter, but I would not spend too much time on it. I would spend more time on Reddit, to be honest. Development struggles. The game kept improving, but I was burning out. Update 2.3 was a major overhaul, turning the game into its current form. Let's check one more time. I want to see... When did you release this game into early access? Not this game, sorry. Wrong game. Sorry about this game here. When did you release into early access? 2023? So you spent 2 years developing and then you put out the game. Turning the game into its current form, multi-instance, mission-based, it was a big step forward, but it came too late. The tutorial was far too complex. Originally, you had to learn skills via scrolls, loot-based, random, instead of a simple choice system like most roguelikes. Ah, I see, like Path of Exile. People don't like that in PoE either. Players had to dig into a skill book, drag skills onto the bar, like the old World of Warcraft. Way too many steps. I simplified it later, but it was too late. I don't know. I don't agree. Sorry, but you didn't lose your entire player base. You had a player base all the time. Sorry, guys. This does not look like it's too late. Sorry. It looks like the game has been stable. Stable, somewhat bad. It's not Giga Dead. Giga Dead would be no players. You know that. TD and Vampire Survivors games, all different grand. Anyways, inventory management was slow and tedious. Over time I added quality of life and automation, but again late. What worked well? The skill system. I believe that was the strongest part. Players can combine 7 classes out of 39 total. What the hell? Creating deep builds. Legendary skills are powerful but require setup. Gear, skill, combos, player choices. Theory crafting is genuinely fun. Once you get it. Most players only understood this after several hours. The progression curve is slow. 10 to 20 hours before builds feel truly different. That's a big ask for new players. Visuals and marketing. 1 year into early access, I hired a professional for a new capsule and trailer. The click-through rate went from 5% to 10%. Huh. Okay, capsule. Oh wow, that looks good. Not gonna lie, that looks great. And the trailer? Oh, that looks great. Nice. Okay. Let's learn something. I think the trailer is a bit slow, don't you think? Well, I mean, how long is the trailer? A bit too long. Wait, he's going through all of the skill trees. That's a lot. Crazy. The Kickstarter is here. Atharion the last battle. Hey, really? Oh, wow. Damn. Atharion the last battle. The last battle. Yeah, it is. It actually is. Thank you. 8 backers. He wanted 12,000. And it failed. What happens when you fail, guys? Do you have to give back the money? Let's say you make a Kickstarter. You want something, or let's say 5k. You don't get 5k. This looks like a Diablo button. That looks really good. I like that a lot. Wow, the game looks exactly the same. Wait. Who are we? That's when he worked together with the other guy. Hello, my friend. Long time no see. Hey, Mishdax. How you doing, man? Hello. Hi, Last Dragon on YouTube. Good morning. In my name and G-Stream. Good morning, you guys. Daniel as well. Good morning. Woke up early to finish a lab. Managed to catch the stream. Hey, yo, my man. 23% refund rate is tough. Yeah, Louis Dev. That's crazy. Boring trailer. Wasted money. Now, maybe the trailer's boring, but at least the capsule art looks amazing. Look at the backer rewards. 20 fighter. A copy of the game. What do you get at 5? You will receive our eternal gratitude. Hunter. 1 backer. Beta access should be unlocked 3 months before the game. A copy of the game, access to closed beta. Yeah, and then, oh my god. Oh my god, 5,000? Closed beta, you'll be able to create a legendary runic word. Whatever that means. Okay, I mean, oh, he didn't get it. Capsule art looks great though, I have to say. Why the game struggles? too little fun early on. The game didn't feel rewarding until update 0.3. Months into early access. No strong hook, no emotional tension, no stress factor, nothing that makes it stand out. It's like the game has not a soul. Yep. It's a copy of your first game, man. Sorry, but like, this is actually a copy of his first game. It looks exactly the same. But worse, even, in some places. I don't even understand why you made this game, to be honest. Because it's the same game. Or am I wrong on this? Am I wrong? Like all From Software games? Kinda, yeah. But it's the same content more, so it's good. And it's a good game. Like, this looks worse than the first game he made. I don't understand why he didn't keep working on the first game. The game got mixed reviews, let's make the same game again, yeah. It's on sale, buy it? Nah, I'm good, bro. I don't even have time to play it. Even now, while theory crafting is good, the lack of excitement makes it hard for players to keep coming back. Lessons learned. Don't launch a demo or next fest too early. Yeah. Prioritize player emotions. Level design and hooks matter as much as mechanics. Small, fun games can be more impactful than a big but soulless system-heavy game. So yeah, commercially a flop. Personally, it's been 4 years of massive growth. Really? Hope you find this interesting. Let's see, feedback. Prioritize player immersion. This needs to be a sign over every other dev's monitors. Systems exist to support the player experience. Sid Meier had a great quote. There are 3 types of games. Games where the designer is having all of the fun, games where the computer is having all of the fun, and games where the player is having all of the fun. Aha. And they don't give any examples, okay? I see. I hate these quotes. They make me mad. They are good quotes, but they don't tell you what they mean, because I'm too stupid to understand the meaning. I understand the meaning, but I can't come up with any examples, so I can't understand the quote. You see what I mean? Like, I understand the meaning that, okay, yeah, the designers had fun making the game, but the players don't have fun. And the computer has all the fun, maybe it's computationally heavy. And the gamers doesn't have any fun, and the designers don't have any fun. Skill issue, but why the not examples? The computer having fun? Yeah, why not? It's not a skill issue, okay, Peter? To be clear, I'm not anti-systems. Deep systems can create types. While we talk about systems, perfect transition. Okay, so this guy basically made the same game twice. He earned 13k over 2 years. Not that great, but considering the fact that most games on Steam don't even reach 5 reviews, I would say it's still somewhat okay if he considers it a personal success. However, I do not understand why he made the same game twice. For me, it looks like he should have just worked on the first game and continued either working on the first game to make it better. Let's see, did he have players? He did have players. Up until he released the second game. And then all of the players from the first game went to play the second game. Looks like. And the first game looks better, in my opinion. Looks better. It's just the world is much more nicely crafted. For me, like this one looks amazing. This gives me some swamp, deep forest vibes. Like that a lot. Or like some encampment that got overrun by undead or something. You know, DayZ. Gives me DayZ vibes. Like that a lot. This gives me Persian desert vibes. Like that a lot. It's really nicely crafted. Look at the nice building of stone up here. Like the craftsmanship that went into this level. Really awesome. Looks great. So it looks so much better than the second game. I just don't understand why he made the same game twice. But worse. To me, this just looks like a... That's the Kickstarter picture, bro. For his next game. Crossbow looks like a pickaxe. You guys really have issues with crossbows, do you? You need to get over them crossbows, okay? Goodness. I had the same issue with you guys. Damn, that looks good. Not gonna lie. Probably has a lot of bugs, but yeah. Bro thought he had a gold mine. Hey, he must have... Oh my god. 16. He sold quite a lot on this. He loves the genre or something. So at least change the setting, bro. Like, make it darker or make it some other setting, but not exactly the same. Anyways, okay. At least he learned this one thing. Releasing a demo too early. That's so important. And next fest as well. Again, for those of you who don't know, the demo on Steam is the most important thing. And try to get this as high as possible. And what I learned from, or what we learned all from the interview with the developer of... No, I forgot the name again. Let me think. Was it Click and Conquer? The developer of Click and Conquer. I'll give you some feedback here. Click and Conquer here. It actually shows up here. It's great. Over 1,200 reviews. The developer of this game, we interviewed him. And it's really important to get this number as high as possible. 30 minutes is actually good. I think they had 30 minutes in their medium playtime too. It depends a lot on how much content you have. And this, in isolation, does not give you the full picture, unfortunately. While this number is important, you can have a game where this bar is very high. But this bar is also very high. And if both of these bars are very high, and then the second bar here, the 10 to 20 minutes, is very low, then you have way too many people quit in the first 10 minutes. And so what you want to look at is this number right here, the medium playtime, and together with the medium time played for the first 10 minutes. And you want to go above 90% here. If you get above 90% for the first 10 minutes, that means 90% of players stay around for 10 minutes at least. Right? Oh, am I just talking shit right now? Am I stupid? No, wait, am I dumb? This one needs to be lower or higher? Wait, am I dumb? Is 70% good or bad? Compared to 90%. Yeah, it should be... Wait, maybe I misunderstood him. It means 20% quit before 10 minutes, Cakez. Well, but then that's... He talked about 90%. He said we want to be below 90%. Or did he say we want to be above 90%? Fuck, I don't remember. Brain, then it's easy. You want to be below 90%. Because being above 90% is really bad. No, wait. No, wait. Oh, I get it. No, wait. Wait, no. Medium template. No, wait, you want to be above 90%. Exactly. Higher is better. Exactly, yeah. So, like I said before, it took a bit of time to understand. Yes, you want this to be as high as possible. Because that means 90% of players, in my case 80% of players, play for at least 10 minutes. Or longer. Use brain hard. Yeah. Cakez don't use brain confirmed. Yeah, we're gonna save energy sometimes, you know. You sound like the stupid one mate. Yeah, at least he's smart enough to actually be able to create a game unlike you. Oh, Miss McCarron is actually really mad on YouTube. Oh, let's see. Is C++ mostly used in game development? Yes, but mostly for AAA studios. Burnt, you can't rely on medium playtime. This is burnt on YouTube. This is collector of stuff. But let's see what he has to say. Many people probably tried out your demo multiple times because of your stream. Like if they played them all for 10 minutes, it adds up to over 30 minutes, for example. Steam kind of blows. No clue why they don't have time component. I know. 1% 50 hours. That guy left the game running. Hello there, Tiramisu. Hello there. How you doing? Good morning. Who played Tangy TD for over 50 hours? That's me. I think it's actually me, guys. Here. My Steam. This is the playtest. My playtest sits at... but then it should be over 100 hours. Because I have 400 hours in the playtest. Maybe I don't count. Yeah, I have 500 hours almost. Using alt accounts to shit talk on 2 different chats, new meta. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Obviously, the longer your demo is out, the more this accumulates and the higher this number gets. So, for example, if you have a person play your game 2 times on 2 occasions, and they play the game for 5 minutes each, then it's still over 10 minutes. Because in total they played 10 minutes, while in actuality they played 5 minutes here, they didn't like it, then they gave it another chance, played 5 minutes again, and they didn't like it again. So this will still count as 10, even though it's 5, so below 10. So yeah, anyways, you want this to be as high as possible, and if you just released your playtest, then that's a good indication to figure out if it's good or not. And again, use playtests. Don't use the demo feature. The demo is the full game. Don't do a demo. I did this mistake way too often, way too long. You need to do playtests before you release your demo. Don't waste that opportunity, because the demo gives you visibility on Steam. And that visibility will then translate into wishlists, which are very important. I played 5 minutes, died of an aneurysm. Yeah, ruined Cakez metrics. What was the last demo you played twice? That's what I thought. What was the last demo you played twice? Is it possible to add tracking to your game to see how long player sessions are? Or do you need some GDRP stuff to do that? Difficult to say. What I do in my game is the following. Let me close this and start it again. You can query Steam stats. You can't use time, but you can use steps in the game. You can use the stats from Steam to figure out the percentage completion rate of your different levels. And then you can see how far people get. So, for example, Campsite Road is the very first map in the game. The very first level. This one right here. This is Campsite Road. That's what players play when they start the game. And I have a 95% completion rate on this level. That means if you play normally through this, 95% of people that start this also complete it. That gives me a good indication of, okay, so 95% of people are able to do this. It takes about 10 minutes to do so. So I should have about a 90% rate of people staying inside the game when they play it. I had 300 people play my playtest. Actually 195. So that perfectly sums up this. It's only 184. So actually really close. You played the Bean Beast demo more than once, Cakez? No, I played it once. I didn't play it 2 times. I maybe opened up the Bean Beast demo again to look at the different sprites and gather some information and inspiration. But for the most part, no. I played it once. It wasn't the Bean Beast demo I played twice. I don't remember which game I played twice. I played the Mega Bonk demo 7 to 8 times, I guess, looking forward to the release in 9 days. The Mega Bonk demo. Mega bonk. You played this twice, 7 times. Interesting. Really? Really that fun? Oh wow, what's going on here? It's definitely, yeah, a wow moment. Holy moly. What the hell? Is this a Vampire Survivors clone? It is. It actually is. Oh my. Download the Mega Bonk demo. I wonder why it's not a demo page. Interesting. Wait, it is. Is there? They do have a demo. No, they don't. Mega Bonk demo. Oh my god. That looks great. Holy moly. What's going on there? A clone? It took inspiration? Yeah, you can call it a clone. Like, I don't say it in a negative way. It is retro. Interesting. Like, the graphics look somewhat of like an asset flip, in my opinion. It's Minecraft graphics. Looks like an asset flip to me. Why does it work? Because it looks like Vampire Survivors, maybe? Minecraft? Yeah, here. This right here. The bottom. It's comedy graphics? Yeah? Because it's fun? Yeah, it has to be fun, of course. Otherwise, that many people wouldn't play this. Did you see overlooting? They are exploding with players since last time I've shown you. Don't be jealous, Cakez. I'm not jealous. I'm not. Why would I be jealous? I'm trying to understand. Maybe because gameplay is bigger than graphics? Yeah, but is it because this is a Vampire Survivors clone and people like this type of Vampire Survivors clone because it's a 3D Vampire Survivors clone? So they did exactly what we learned in the interview. Take an established genre, Vampire Survivors clone, change one thing about it, but remove something else from the Vampire Survivors clone. So they took the Vampire Survivors clone, made it 3D, first person or third person, which people did before. And then they removed some other part of Vampire Survivors so that they don't have to make Vampire Survivors and in 3D. So this is what it looks like. I'm still trying to understand. I guess it's because they can stack up like this. Do we have a trailer? We do. What the hell? Oh, I see. Oh my god. Yes, it's because they can stack up. 3D and they can stack up and jump on top of each other. It has to be that. And of course it's juicy too. Damn. Oh yes. Oh, that looks amazing. What a great trailer. What an awesome trailer. Cool. Yeah, it has to be that. Super cool. Is it because they stack up? 30 seconds, guys. Let's see the transition to the Mega Bonk on Steam. How do they transition? Okay, so it zooms out. Like it starts zoomed in and then it zooms out and then it fades up from the bottom here. Okay. How long do you think for you to make something similar? I would first need like a 3D. This looks so good. Look at this. First 4 seconds. This looks like an army approaching you, man. You can probably run your own analytics. Yeah, you can. Is this made in Unity? I would assume. I wonder. Man. Yeah, this game's gonna pop off. 100%. Ha. Wait. It's not made in Unity. Oh, it is. It's just not shown here. I see. So it is made in Unity. The font blocks Unity powered, yeah. Damn. Yeah, hey, super cool. I mean, we can play the demo too, but I don't have time for this. It's got to be that the monsters can stack up, right? Super cool. Like what? So like, think about why did you why did you continuously play this? Is it because they can like overwhelm me like this? More reacts to the games, please. You say that with negativity in mind, so I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep doing it. What I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna keep doing it. Shh. He has a whole devlog on YouTube. It's not super mega fun, but it's fun enough. And usually there's not much else to play. There's leaderboards in it as well. Aha. For how long you can survive? How many maps do they have? 4 maps. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the same map. The first map. Yeah, GPU instancing, but you also have to figure out the collision, bro. It's not as simple as, oh, we're just gonna have a gazillion meshes on stream. This all needs to be physically correct. Cakez, real talk, I know what's wrong with your game. Really? Like, please be honest here, okay? Like, please be... If you're saying real talk, then actually real talk, okay? Paradox, what do you think it is? And I think the game's getting better, though, so... While it's still fucked, and there's a lot of work to do, I think it's better. All the popular Vampire Survivors clones that came after added a dash and dread damage areas you need to dash out of. It's such a bad, annoying gameplay immo. This game is not having it, and it's a breath of fresh air. And I think it's also because it's 3D, right? And most of the other ones are 2D. Let's see. So Mr. Paradox thinks he knows what's wrong with Tangy TD. I actually would like to add in the new screenshot that I made for the game. Tower defense is meant to be strategy, right? I can't change my strategy in 5 minutes. My only strategy is the skill tree and unit placements. I don't have options. Can you be more specific? And Rico's also gone for the stream. So I can read the actual messages. Are you able to reset all your tangerines if you're failing in a round, full refund and place different ones or some such? No, you're not getting a full refund, but you're getting a partial refund of your investment. You remind me of so many Bloons games where I sold stuff to buy stuff or change stretch. Like in Bloons, I have a bunch of different units to use. At least in the demo, I have one for each problem. The healer, tank, and damage. Yeah, Biot's algorithm helps with collision detection, I know. But these are jumping too, man. Your game forces too much. Like these, like... You guess... No, stop. I have to... Either you give actual stuff like Paradox, or you shut up. You can, and so you're wrong. Stop. You're spamming the chat with 5 messages, bro. You're wrong. You did not play the game enough. You can play the game with any character. You can even play with only healer. You're wrong. You did not play the latest version, the playtest. And even in the previous version you could do. Maybe defenders should have lower damage, but buffed HP, and archers should have increased damage. How do you decide how to price your game? By looking at other games and comparing content. And then making up a decision on, okay, so what content do I offer? And how long can people play my game for? And then that will decide, depending on the price of the other game, what your price will be. So let's give some concrete examples. Bloons has content for over 50 hours. Bloons has content for over 1,000 hours. But let's say you play some of the maps and then you do Bloonarios. That's more than 50 hours easily. So Bloons has probably the most content, but it's very repetitive. At least for most of the missions. Now, it is repetitive, but the missions are different. So the layout is different. There's other things blocking your Bloons. So there is different strategies involved. However, it's still repetitive. But they have the most amount of content when it comes to stuff to do in the game. And it sits at 13 euros. And you have core defense. Let's say you make a tower defense, right? Core defense is another strategy tower defense game that I don't know how much content it has. I did not play this game, but when we look at the reviews, you can take an average of 10 hours, probably, maybe more. 10, 20 hours, something like that. Most people that played it for a long time actually played very long, 20 hours here. So there's a lot of content in this game. This one's 10. So you can price your game anywhere between 10 and 13, maybe less than 10, depending on how much content you have. If you're making a tower defense game. 2D tower defense. This game earned $75,000 in the first year. My tower defense game right now has 30 minutes of content for the demo, yes. Let me see here. What did you say? Paradox. Could you elaborate a bit further? Is it weird that my favorite version of the demo was the first version that was released? Of Tangy TD? Not Cakez. You mean the first version this year? Because it was very much like Bloons, right? Yeah, I can see that, I guess. Price range is based on the genre, yeah. What you're gonna price Tangy TD for? Don't know yet. I will figure this out closer to release. I'm thinking close to $10. But with the content I have right now, that would be too much, of course. I need more content. I can get half of Silksong for that. Yeah, I know. But I'm not affected by Silksong. It's a different genre. I don't have to compete with Silksong. I have to compete with Bloons and Core Defense and Ember Ward and Plants vs. Zombies. I have to compete with these. I'd go for $9.99. Yeah, maybe. Mehr Content, mehr Moneten. Yeah, true. Hi, Jonathan Smith. Good morning. So, I wonder, he's saying that there's not enough towers, so you can't really do your own thing. You gotta use that one thing for each one of your problems. He's right in a way, but I don't think that's the main issue. Let's see. And I would like to elaborate a bit further on this with him. So for example, when you're saying you only have one way of, like, let's go back to Paradox, because he played the game, the playtest even. Like in Bloons, I have a bunch of different units to use. At least in the demo, I have one for each problem. The healer, the tank, and the damage. What do you mean by that? In my demo, Are you talking about why my demo? I'll give one example. In your game, the melee Tangy is forced to be a tank because some of the enemies are invisible until they hit you. Yeah. And you're saying, but you can also tank with a ranger. That is just a mechanic. Like in balloons, when there's a balloon that is... You cannot pierce it because it's a lead balloon. You need a counter for that lead balloon. And the counter is to buy an upgrade that allows you to pop lead balloons. You're gone for today too, TTV. You're getting on my nerves. Shut up, bitch. Piss off. You're being a negative asshole. I'm tired of your comments. Cakez, add classes to your changes like in PoE, so you could turn your melee into a tank or DPS. That is scope creep, and if the base game is not fun enough, those classes won't help. Because it would come later in the game, and you need to convince the player in the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can't add classes to the first 15 minutes. That would overwhelm the player. And so the first 15 minutes, if the problem is apparent there, let's say the problem is apparent in the first 15 minutes of the game, then you need to change the first 15 minutes of the game, not something that comes, let's say, 5 hours into the game. You know, what you're describing is something that would come 5 hours, 10 hours. Like much later. It would be there, it would be cool, but it would not solve the issue in the beginning. You see what I mean? I mean, you seem to have options, but not really. Also, yeah, you don't have enough characters. For example, in Bloons, I can use a short-range AoE unit to weaken enemies. Paradox, did you play the latest version with the latest skill tree too? And that did change nothing? The choice, multiple choice, comes from the skills you learn and not the unit type in Tangy. Yes. That is correct. Null exception. Like, can you like give me some feedback on like what you played? Tangy TD has fun creep. Only thing that is never actually creeps up on you. That it never actually creeps up on you. Okay. But yeah, in Bloons with LEDs, you have like 12 different ways to counter them. With this, you only have the one count. But that's not true, guys. Are you just repeating what Paradox says? Or... I didn't playtest the latest, but it came yesterday, right? Didn't have the time yet. Okay. Good thing you didn't understand. Yeah, it's supposed to be a joke. It's fine. I think you're just repeating, Jason. You're just repeating what Paradox is saying. Like it isn't really your own opinion. You're just taking chat's opinion, which I just don't think I agree that you don't have any options. I don't think that's the issue, really. I really don't think it's the issue. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I don't think it is. Because you do have options. Even with this guy, you can only place the defender and you can beat everything if you progress this guy far enough. So I don't know. I don't know if you're correct there, man. Oh wait, that's the wrong guy. You have some, but not enough. The issue is you don't have enough in-game. You can't change it when you restart. You can't change it when you restart the same level. So what you're saying... He's basically saying make pre-made units with the current skills and items to remove the skill tree. And items, yeah, I feel like that's what he's saying, yeah. Because the skill tree decides. If I have this ability here, then my defender can hit flying units. And he can defeat all units in a game. He can find an item in the game that allows him to hit invisible enemies too and see them. So you have options. You can make this guy crazy, or you can make the ranger crazy. And if you have enough levels, you can make both of them crazy. Players might feel different. Yeah, but it's the only player that says this. Becca. See, like, it's not that I wouldn't agree with this if I got this from many different people, but I didn't. Which is why I don't agree. Here. What does this guy do, bro? What did you do, man? How did you put items on my tree? Apparently you can put items on the tree. I didn't know that. Okay. Wait, is that possible? Is that actually... Is that something you can do? Wait a minute. Can you get a ball? Oh no, you can't. Can you get an item? No, you can. Okay, wait. Need an offhand. Ring? Oh yeah. That? I wasn't thinking about the trees. Goodness. This is actually funny. Wait, does the radius increase too? Can it attack? No, no, it cannot attack. Honestly, because of this, I don't really treat Tangy TD as a strategy, and more as an RPG with stats where you spec up your hero's roster and method with enemy units. Didn't participate in the playtest, played only the demo, but that's the impression I'm getting. Yes. So that's a good point. Problem with the skill tree is you basically have a single skill until you play too much. As a player, that's not very helpful. Keep it as an Easter egg. Oh man. I agree with the cost problem. What do you mean? The tier 2 items? They are too expensive? No. What do you guys mean exactly? Is this the Princess movie music? Oh no, don't tell me I'm getting demonetized. No, it's Call of Destiny. It's lineage. Who are you to decide that I can't put heads on trees? What do you use for sound? Windows native API? Yeah, X Audio 2. The skills, because it requires you to buy the tier 1 skills and then the tier 2. That is a lot of currency. It's 200 for the second skill. I don't know, have you no, you have not gotten the playtest key. I apologize. I'll give you one. I'll give you a playtest key right now. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Stupid. Let me give you one right now. Level double click on hero to see the old page key in the skill tree without fog. Defender misses the bleed skill. XP bar. We can equip items on trees. Main menu. Quit button does not work. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me give you a key right now. Here we go. I didn't have the latest. The price is actually fine. Any game that can be infinitely any game can be partially. I think you should just release it, knowing what you have, that you have tried your best. You gave 200 people a playtest key? No, I gave 3 people a playtest key yesterday. Check last 2 messages. I think he's saying that in Bloons you could quickly level up a dude to kill metal balls if you notice that you forgot. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, for example, I can have, I don't know, the cannon. And the cannon is level 1. I can place the cannon at level 1 and kill the metal dude. Because the cannon, by default, is able to beat metal dudes. Yeah, you're right. And then I can level up the cannon while it's placed. It's not gonna level very fast if I don't spend much money on it. Because I can't. But it's gonna level up passively as I play the game. Yeah. So that is true. But I feel like the choice comes from the items. And managing this. I mean, the shop kind of drives what choices you have. So I do... Let me see again. The last two messages. It doesn't give enough options with a single character. The skill tree does not give enough options with a single character. The skill bar, the skills are a bit expensive. You can't get enough. You can make your units crazy, but it takes some time to level up. Yeah. What did you do, man? What the hell? Bro, what? I don't know, I just don't agree. Like, the point is to make the units crazy. And any unit can beat this map. If you want to. I don't know, I feel like the latest version of the game is just so much more fun than the previous versions, and many of the things that you say are true. I don't know, I have to keep it this way, because at some point, like Shade11 says, I have to release the game, and I don't think, I'm not making balloons. And the game will not have more than 4 characters when it comes out. I just do not have... It's not an echo chamber. I'm gonna ban you for 10 minutes. Idiot. Goodness. Release the game. I think it's a matter of balance on how many skill points you get, yeah. No, Jason, you didn't play the latest version. That's why you think that. It's actually not. One global level versus per unit level is hard to balance. Both of them, Enex, I feel like are hard to balance correctly. But I think currently in the demo, the global level that you have, like, did you feel like you had to grind a lot to get to a powerful state? You told me that the game is easier now. So that tells me that you got enough skill points. Yeah, you see, you got enough skill points to go to a powerful build in less time. And you didn't have as much problems as you had before. You can get OP quickly because you can spend them all in one unit, yeah. And I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Why not? I don't see it as a big problem to make one unit strong. Yeah, we'll do that anyways as we add content. So I think, to be honest, guys, I think the latest version that I have put out is balance-wise the best. It kills strategy a bit. Yeah, but for you. Because you know the game a lot. I think for a new player, if you think about it as like someone who's a noob. In the previous playtests, I had fun playing with the cheat engine. Since I was actually able to get the unit upgrades. That was after I beat the demo. Yeah, you should now be able to get the upgrades much faster, AQ. Yeah, try to come back, Paradox, after playing the last version, yeah. Like someone who plays Vayne. Okay, right, that's kind of toxic. Vayne is a great champ. It's also not a noob champ, okay? You know what a noob champ is? Tristana. That's a noob champ. You know why? Because you get infinite resets on your W. Now that's newbie. And someone jumps you, you just push them back with your ult. Or Caitlyn, even worse. No, Rise is... I don't know, you gotta be a bit quick with Rise. But yeah, that's the noob chat. Like, Rise before the rework, when he had a point-and-click route, yeah, that was kinda newbie. Like, that champion was ridiculous. Garen? Yeah, Garen is the easiest, that's true. Yeah. Vayne E is so difficult to land. Are you stupid? I don't know, before you had a level 5 defender and level 4 archer, so I had to use both of them. Now you can put 9 points in the defender to make it OP. Enex. The point is, can. Don't have to. Can. Why not? You know? It's not a big problem to change it back to where it was, right? I can do that. That's not a big problem for me. And I see that it makes one unit OP. I'm just wondering myself, why not? The only thing that I might change, and what I would like to get some feedback on from you guys, please, for the game, for those of you who are playing the playtest. And again, if you want to be part of the playtest, that is not the demo that is on Steam right now. That is an old version. We're not talking about this demo right here. We're not talking about this. This is old. We've changed. It's been changed. If you want to be part of the private playtest, yeah, Tangy, stop. Tangy TD playtest. SteamDB. This playtest right here. This one. Okay, people have been playing privately. If you want to be part of this playtest, write me a message on Discord. I can send you a key. And what I think I want to change and I need feedback on is the maximum level of these passive nodes, the level 1 nodes, the lowest nodes. If this should be level 5 levels, 3 levels, or maybe 2 levels. I'm torn between 5, 3, or 2. I think 1 level is a little too... is not enough. And I think 2 is also too little. Like, these nodes sometimes give substantial boosts. Sometimes they... I mean, they all give substantial boosts. Like, they're all good. There was a public playtest for Tangy. Is it the same? Now installing it. Yes. If you have the playtest on Steam... excuse me. If you have this playtest on Steam and you're updating it to the latest version, then you have the latest playtest as well. My game got 5 levels, but I think 4 is fine. Health plus 20 is not a substantial boost. Neither is 5% bleed chance. No, you have to see it this way. I can get 25% here. Can. As opposed to at most I can get 15 or 10 or only 5. Obviously it's per point, but I don't have to travel. And so now I'm already at 35% bleed chance. So I think 5. 1.20%. That would be way too much. You should highlight in the skill tree that you have X out of Y points in a skill. Yeah, but I do. On the skill tree is too cluttered. To put this on every node was too cluttered, so I'm not doing that. And I saw that in Click and Conquer, which is basically it's the same idea of progression. Not the same idea, but the same, let's say, skill tree progression. They also put it on the node. They animated the text. whenever you hover over this. But it's the same idea. They put it on the node. It's fine. You don't have to. You can also put it below the node, but it's too cluttered. I like how clean this is. Will any in the future require 2 out of 5? No, will never. Why hide the nodes? Because it's cool. How about not making the nodes linear, but adding extras to the higher levels? For example, 10% attack speed? You could make it yellow when maxed. I'm thinking about it, but so far this is just some visual stuff and it's not going to affect gameplay much. And it'll take too much time to develop right now. I'd rather gather more feedback. Visuals, we can change the visuals to be perfect later. I'd rather focus on figuring out, okay, where are some talking points when it comes to gameplay, right? What the player encounters, how they feel when progressing through the game. Are they excited to play? Maybe not, maybe yes, stuff like that. Show the bestiary. Yeah, I changed the bestiary so that it's sorted now. Because people gave me feedback that the rats is not the first enemy. So that's fixed. I think I did that yesterday. Greeting Cakes. Hey, silly fish. How you doing, man? Good morning. Could you do a mapping between color and points invested? Could do that, but right now that does not seem like a big thing on the to-do list. Here, this is basically the same idea of a skill tree. And they do exactly the same. And you know, this game is massively successful, guys. And it doesn't even have much UI showing. It shows some nice animation when you hover over these, but it's exactly the same idea. To give you an idea of how unimportant this is. This visual stuff that we're talking about is not important at all in the grand scheme of things. Okay, Calvino is gone for 10 minutes. He doesn't understand the point and is trying to make fun of what I'm trying to say. There's a difference between pure visuals and informative ones. Just saying, yeah, but you understand, right? It's fluff to add later, yes. Exactly. How many hours of work do you think you've put into the game so far? Oh, difficult to say. Multiple thousands of hours for sure. It's been many years. It's been 4 years. TD game is more complex when it comes to UI. Yeah, Farmer, but you do understand that this is a skill tree and this is a skill tree, right? We are talking about exact same. We're talking about the literally exact same mechanic. So let's stop talking about this, guys. I'll just get mad. Guys, leave it alone. This is something to add later. Let's not talk about UI. We're talking about gameplay. Okay? We're not talking about UI. There's a key difference. And I'm already visualizing the maximum number of the maximum node with the check mark, so it's fine. Unless you add more levels, we won't be able to do balancing cakes. No, we can't balance the first 10, 20, and 30 minutes of the game. That should be the most polished anyways. The first hour should be the most polished. That's why I spent so much time on this. And when it comes to crazy endgame stuff, that will slowly grow out of this. But there's no point for me to add a crazy endgame stuff right now if the base that I'm working with is not solid. And so, yeah, anyways, guys, for those of you who would like to have a playtest key, write me on Discord. And for those of you who have access to the playtest, please give me some feedback on the progression in the game, what you think. At the end of the day, I need to play the game a lot myself to get an idea too. I did already do that, and I felt the game was very easy for me. I would like to know when you give me feedback though, guys. Please don't do it like this where it's only bad stuff. You need to be able to tell, if you can, what you liked too. Cause if you tell me only the bad things about the game, then I get confused whether what is actually fun. And so I need to know the positive parts too, so that I can see, okay, so most people really liked this, and most people didn't really like that. So that I can go more in terms of, I can go more into the direction that most people like, to build like this core that people like the most, to flesh it out the most, and to try to avoid the things that people mostly did not like. I hate oranges. I mean, there's not much I can do about that now. You know. Zakaza did not play the playtest, but he likes to talk shit at chat, yeah. The skill tree is very beautiful, appreciate that. Cakez is expecting good feedback from the Sage watching community, yeah. That's just Gamedev, you don't... No, I do. You do. It is possible to get good feedback. And positive too. Offer green lime alternative skin for orange hater. Okay. Zakaza is busy making a game. Yeah, sure he is. He's busy shitting on my game. That's what he is. He's not busy making a game. He's busy talking shit. Show your mom the game. She'll tell you how proud she is. Yeah, eventually I will. Man, my voice still hurts. Okay, anyways, I have written something down that I would like to change today. And I have to be careful not to leak anything. And it looks like I saved the demo to-do list. Oh, I see. It didn't update there. Defender alone. There's one problem that I would like to fix. I just completed the playtest. Wait, you... How long did you play? I think the players that don't go fire archers would have a much harder time, for example. How long did you play for, man? What the hell? Since you gave me the key. 20 minutes. So you got through the entire demo. Into it, like you played all missions from start, this one here, till the finish in 20 minutes. I got 2 stars in the last level with 16 HP. Hello Ramus, how you doing? Good morning. Damn, this guy's fast. Gotta say. Yeah, Fire Archer is OP. But I think you can still get a lot of... You can still get a lot of stuff with this. Here. Where is it? With split arrow. Especially when you go here. When you go projectile speed. I think this one's OP too. Let's see how many stats. 3 arrows, 2 pierce. Then you can get... You could even go for maximum poison. What the hell is going on? This is a new skill tree that I'm working on. Turn away for a few days. Yeah, I took like approach of... What's it called? Oh, wait. You're not able to get this, are you? Yeah, you're not able to get the projectile speed. Never mind. This is locked in the demo. You can make the background full dark. You could get physical damage here, though. And then you have armor pierce. 50%. So nothing in the game could really... I don't know. I think this will make you OP, too. Selcha Sisha, thank you very much for subscribing. Shall I test? Show the light version again. This is not the light version. This is the editor that I built for this. You can move stuff in here. Do you think it's hard to tell heroes apart in the skill tree? Honestly, I don't think the balance is bad. I just wish there was more levels. So more content. Okay, yeah, I don't think the balance is bad either. You went PoE on this? Yes. I went PoE. Because I love the game. And you know what? Even my wife was able to tell that this is PoE. She doesn't play any games. So, you know, I made a screenshot, guys. Here. Where is it? I'm gonna upload this. I'm going to upload that screenshot to the Steam page. And tell me, when someone sees this, they will immediately be able to tell what this is supposed to be, right? You have to, it has to, right? You guys know what this is. You see this and you're like, PoE. So I hope, and I'll put this screenshot as like, I think the second or third screenshot. Like with this game. Super cool. What's the game called again? What's the game called again that you talked about? The vampires that we talked about. What was it called again? Bonk? Mega Bonk. Yeah, Mega Bonk. And so I'm hoping that I get the same effect from people playing or people seeing my game on Steam with this screenshot than I got from this screenshot, my reaction. My reaction was, oh damn. And I hope that people have the same reaction here when they say, oh damn. That's a big skill tree. You got rid of the town? I got rid of the town, yes. Mega Bonk Guy has millions of views on YouTube Shorts, Cakes. But I didn't come from YouTube Shorts. So my genuine reaction to the screenshot was, oh damn. And the reason why is because these stack up vertically. So they added a third dimension to the Vampire Survivors clone that wasn't there before. That's why I said, oh damn. Had nothing to do with YouTube Shorts. You could say that that's the reason why the game is so successful and has so many followers. Yeah, you can make that argument. But that has nothing to do with the Steam page. This is a good screenshot. Very good screenshot. I feel like it should be even earlier in the list. Because it completely tells the story of this game, in my opinion. Same as with the trailer. The first 4 seconds. Here. I think that's the reason why the shorts are so viral too. I could be wrong, but that's my assumption. Because it brings something that's not been seen before. At least I haven't seen this. First 4 seconds were garlic. Kinda, yeah. No, the first 4 seconds was just someone... But yeah. That's a lot of bugs in the skill tree. Why are the other changes missing? I think having them faded also would look more complete. Yeah, I have this here. So I could redo this screenshot. I have this guy faded and she's here too. Anyways, let me test. So I just made the ranger go for maximum. I don't know. I don't think that's bad at all. Let's see. 80 damage. 50 armor pierce at 25 poison damage? This guy's farming. Like, these guys will annihilate the enemies. Right? Yeah. And I still have money to put units if I want to. Oh my god, this guy is insane now. What the hell? I don't know. I like it a lot. Having a lot of fun with this. To be clear, Cakez, I didn't test. I'm assuming the fire cause of the weakness abuse. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know. Guys, playtest the game if you want to and give me some feedback. But I think I got so unlucky. I'm actually mad. I'm actually mad. Like, this guy is OP now. How many hours of progression is that? Just playing through the missions once. So you could say 20 minutes, just like null exception, if you really push it fast. He went flying through this. You could say this is, for a new player, let's say this is 30 minutes to an hour of progression. Where I'm at right now. I'm level 25. Oh wait, hey, null exception, what level are you? You can see the level in the map. You can also see all the skill points when you reset. How many skill points you have to spend in a skill tree? I am fatigued on the demo, so we'll try later. No, that's fine. 18? Okay, so you're level 19 or 18. So you could have almost exactly the same. You play the map one more time. Oh, I can't beat these guys without blocking them, huh? They got destroyed. Damn. Maybe give Rico a playtest key? No, I'm not gonna give him a playtest key. I don't need his feedback. I don't want his feedback. You could train AI to finish a game to see what path is the most chosen. No, I'd rather have players choose that for me. I think that's better. So yeah, I don't know. Guys, I think it's really is not a big deal. If anything, it makes it more fun. Because you could see stuff die so quickly. I'm not hating Rico. He's hating on me, so I will not give him anything. I don't have time for that, guys. Oh my god, look at this. So yeah, I don't know. Area of effect, banner power, let's re-roll. I get so unlucky, it's insane, man. It's actually making me mad. This one's good too. Let's see, so I just went pure physical damage. And as far as I remember, the boss has armor. But we have armor pierce. So let's see. Oh my god, like, listen guys, like, yeah, so there's definitely no need to worry about at all. Like, this boss is easily dealt with. I just gotta block some more units. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's the only thing. You need to block these units. Let's put this on this guy. Oh, we could go for bleed damage and bleed duration. But I only have 20% actually. Oh yeah, from the eye patch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Collab! Shit. Camo balloons? Yeah, these are camo balloons. They walk on the ground. You have to block them. Oh my god. So what I really need, I feel like, is I need to get even higher tier items. So for example, I have 2 of these steel crossbows. I want to merge those together to generate me an insane crossbow that does a gazillion damage. I feel like that's what I need to do next. Isn't the item shop also a unique selling point? Or is it common in TD's towers to have their own item inventory? Yeah, that's also a unique selling point, yeah. But yeah, like, I think that... I don't know, it feels like you do have choice. Oh, I just got a level up. Yeah, so I guess I implemented that. It's just not obvious at all. Because the level is like so faded to the left here. You're gonna get the cold damage. Now he's freezing them. I feel like you have choice, guys. Sorry. I just do not agree. Oh my god, we got another cold item here. Would you look at that, brah? Golly. Damn. Ooh. Why are you deathballing? I don't feel like I'm deathballing too much, but yeah, I am. They do 200 damage. I don't know, guys. At least I'm having fun. So, I don't know. I'm having fun seeing these explosions and things, so... At least one other person on the planet should have fun too, right? Let's make another archer. Archer is OP. No, the defender can be OP too. But I want this because it's fun. Is the game casual mode now? No, it's not. Uh-oh. I was just checking if I can... Oof, so he kinda went big hard on these guys. Oh, another level up, cool. Bro, you can't be serious. Let's get one more. You heard it, all units OP now. Is the skill tree randomized? No, it's not. I wouldn't even know how to do that, bro. Omega Killer. This is the one worry I do have, though, to be completely honest with you guys. I am worried that the game is too easy now with what I'm doing here. Like, I have a lot more money. Way more money than I had before. And obviously, yes, this is strong. Right, so if I could only put 1 point into these small nodes, it would look much different. So let's say I can only put 1 point into these nodes. Right, so I can't go full armor pierce, 150%, which is a lot. And I can't go 25 physical and 25 poison damage. That is 50 damage. Right? Let's say I can only put 1 point. Skill tree is very powerful. Yeah, it is. You're right. So Happy Rosenrot is one of the players that actually played the game a lot. It is very powerful what you get for your point investment. And let's say I can only put 1 point. I'm gonna replay the same mission and do the exact same strategy. I think it's gonna be much more difficult now. Also considering the fact that I never got lucky! Okay, I'm gonna reroll one more time. Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, let's restart. Some actual bullshit here. Like, not getting a single ball. Like, come on. You want to make the skill tree bigger, right? Why not make many small nodes that all can have 1 point? Duplicate points though, Cakez. I love the skill tree, but not gonna lie, I'm 100% focusing on one unit, at least early game. If you're okay with that playstyle, it's fine, Cakes. Yeah, I need a bit more feedback on, can you please give me like a bro? Thank you. I need a bit more feedback on that to know for sure. Oh, I got so lucky with this. Okay, let's see for without the quiver first. Oh yeah, and also get these. Yeah, that's much different now. I don't deal 100 damage. Okay, let's just see how this goes. Last time this rat didn't get very far. This time he goes through, which is bad. That's good. Just get this on this guy. It is definitely more difficult than before. I have seen that before. Log in, yeah. I have to make a VOD where I explain my balancing techniques because most of game devs is around pacing and balancing. I stole your skill tree, by the way, Thornity. Thornity, guys, is the developer of Click and Conquer in chat. The developer of this game. We interviewed him the other day, and we made changes according to, or I made changes according to the interview. I now have a skill tree like this. He's gonna hate it. I don't know, have you seen it? I made the skill tree like you guys have, in a way. Where it unveils. We're currently trying to balance these nodes. And trying to get feedback from what people think. I'm still gonna test this now. Looks cool. I'm glad you like it, bro. Shit. A lot of the skill tree changes. It'll just be hard to balance with how it is structured. Yeah, it is. It's hard to balance. But that's what I have very nice people for. They help me a lot with this. Happy Rosenrot plays the game a lot. Null Exceptions just played the game as well. And if early game one unit is OP, I don't think that's a big deal. I'd rather have a unit being overpowered than players quitting the game because the game's way too hard. And then later on, with the skill tree in mind and playing a lot longer, I just need to get enough players to play for like more than 10 minutes. And that's when that's what we will build up on. So yeah, I just changed this. You see, guys, the game's a lot more difficult if I can only put 1 point into each node, each small passive node. I cannot stack 25 damage on the nodes. Yeah, when the units are too OP, it can create boredom, yeah. I agree. I'm actually gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose, okay. Yeah, the really difficult part about this level is that these need to be blocked. So I can't go full ranger. So I need to have blocking units, which means I also need to have healing. So I can't just go full on, but we're still doing good damage to the boss. Yeah, looks good. It's definitely more difficult, but still doable. Like, he's already almost dead. Though, I'm gonna leak now. Hey, Klaus Greiner, my man. Long time no see, bro. How you doing? Too hard as long as it's not impossible? I'd say too hard is more preferable versus too easy. Or you're doing better than you deserve. How's that work, bro? What the hell? Nice. Oh my god, I got another one. That's crazy. I like that. Yeah, we actually need a healer here. We need a healer. Come on. Yeah, looks... Shit. Nice. It's easier to nerf things than it is to buff things post-launch. Keep that in mind. Difficulty-wise. Oh, so you mean if it's too easy and I make it too hard, people will hate it? Like in Path of Exile, when they made the campaign, the first act and the second act, they increased the monsters' difficulty, made them much more deadly, and give them more HP. It's an easier pill to swallow for people if you make it easier rather than suddenly making everything harder. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we do have some more time to balance things, you know. And that's why I'm asking for your guys' feedback. Because I do realize that in the current version of the game, it is actually really easy. For me. But that doesn't mean it's easy for everybody. It was easy for Null Exception, apparently. Maybe he's a god gamer, I don't know. Maybe he knew the secret strategy. Damn, I love this. Though I love this a lot. Like, especially, you saw this guy just mow down this. I'd rather just send more enemies. You know, send more and more shit. Than making them deal less damage. Boom. I'm applying to the #1 university of Europe right now. Wish you luck, oh my man. Good luck. Good luck, bro. I just beat the last level with just the healer. Yeah, see, I told you it's possible. So, I don't know. So, when you go back to what Paradox said, you think he thinks that there's no options. You think that's true? Like there's an illusion of choice in the game? Or like, what did he mean? Oh, we got another level up. Nice. He wants more options. Yeah, but in what way? Once you get the options, it's fun. Wait, my tree died? Yeah, the tree can die. You gotta protect them. But they respawn, so it's all fine. You just don't get money right now. Can you make the buried enemies more of the path color? No, I want the contrast. I want you to see the enemy properly. If I make it more on the path, then it's more annoying to see. There's one build that's optimal, but I just showed you that this build is also strong. So maybe one build is perfect, maybe, but there's many other ways too. And I can't give too many options in the demo. Because if I do, then you're not gonna play the full game. Okay, I want to give you more options in the full game, because then you play the full game. I don't want you playing the demo only. And then it's like, oh, I've got my fair share of things in the demo. Why would I buy the full game? Day 1 DLC. Items for healer suck, by the way. Feels like there isn't many. I know that. Yeah, this is what I mean. This type of feedback is exactly the gold that I'm looking for, bro. Yes. I know that, but I actually have not written that down. I have, but I have a long list. So it's somewhere here. When will you start with non-demo content? When Steam Next Fest does well. If Steam Next Fest does well, that's when I go big tick on content. If not, then we'll decide how to finish the game in a reasonable amount of time and move on. That's the only two options I have. There are no other options. After Steam Next Fest, there is nothing much else that I could try. You know? Like, what would you guys do in this situation, right? So we have learned almost everything there is. Well, let's not say everything there is to learn, but we have learned enough to figure out, let's say, why the game's not doing well or what we did wrong. We have tried our best to improve the game in a way where hopefully the majority of players have fun. What is there left to do? Then to test it out with an audience, hopefully. See if they like it or not. You know? What else is there left to do? I can go ahead and replace the tangerines with different characters, but it's not going to fundamentally change the gameplay. The gameplay loop, the selecting a mission, the bestiary, the upgrades, it's not gonna change that. I struggled a little on the last level, but I never failed. I think you are a bit too generous with skill points. See, that's what I like in terms of feedback. I think that's great. And so we can talk about that. I like that a lot. And I think I am too generous. And here's what I try to do. This is the function that gives skill points. And this is currently balanced in a way where when you play the first mission, you might not have noticed this, but I deliberately did this. And thank you, Thornity, for giving me this tip, bro. A blink, zwinker, zwinker. Thank you. Aye. Yeah, thank you very much for that tip, because that was very helpful. When you finish this map and you reset the game, right? You start from nothing. When this map is finished, you're gonna have 3 skill points. Every time. Even if you leak some enemies. You can leak enough. It's always going to be 3 skill points. The only thing I see you could try, which I said I wouldn't mention again, said it often enough. One time, while optimizing, you stuck gold when you tested swarms of units. I'd go on the swarms of weak enemies with some elites in between, so you have to balance splash with single targets. Swarming is great for gifts and picks ammo. Thank you. I'll write that. I will keep that in mind. So I just need a bit more context, Super Cool, for this to make sense. Okay, bro? When you say that, do you mean the swarm starts at level 1? Level 2? Later? What do you mean? When does the swarm start? When would you, as the developer, introduce a swarm like that? When you're thinking about a progression where you don't want to overwhelm the player too early, but you also don't want to bore them too long with no enemies coming at all. Oh, well, Folkman, when you say people are not gonna farm level/points in the demo. Each level should be possible to get after 2 to 3 tries, in my opinion. You will, Folkman. If you play the latest version, you can one-shot each map easily. In the first few waves, that's when you would do that. That early? Really? Huh. Okay. So you would spawn like 100 rats in the first wave. Swarms are introduced gradually over a few waves, but always. So you'd see 1 to 3 enemies of a new type. The next wave is 300, then 3,000. 300. It's 30 already, then 300. In the first map, I think Superku's saying turn it into Swarm TD. Shortcuts are not 2, 3, 4. Not 1, 2, 3, by the way, Cakes, to place units. I don't understand what you mean. Should 1, 2, 3 be the units and then 4, 5 be the abilities? Or what do you mean? Would it lag at 3,000 enemies? Yes. 3,000 enemies would lag. For sure. What do you think about ECS? I think it's not needed for most games. It's overhyped, especially for small games, and it'll waste your time implementing a proper system or finding a proper system. And maybe even overcomplicate your code flow and transition of data from A to B. Array full? It would actually be array full. We get those other way. Okay, that's kind of toxic. Okay, let's see. Super cool. In the first few waves. So you would even spawn these in the first map. Interesting. Even in the first few maps. This was 300, not 3,000. Remember what Thornity said about hiding unnecessary info? I think you should hide the skill bar bottom left in the first level. You don't think I'm hiding it when it's locked like this? I feel like it's already hidden. I mean, I can move it out, if you mean that. I'm not a big fan of ECS, but only the framework is somewhat mature already. If the framework is already somewhat mature, yeah. I would not recommend it for newbies. Yeah, me too. Me too. The game would need to be balanced for swarms, so it makes sense to have them start early with weak enemies immo. So you mean even in an even weaker enemy than a rat? That's what you're saying. I wonder what an even weaker enemy than a rat could be. I mean, I could turn the rats even weaker. Yeah, I could make it even weaker, right? And then I could make it so... Check Discord general might be... Oh no, not more problems, bro. Please, not more problems. I don't want more problems, guys. Is that a problem? I don't see it as a big deal. Huh? I mean, you could just put units everywhere. What's the issue? I just let you do that. Best meta? It's called Zerging. I think as a first player, the lock icon is kind of a spoiler. I think it's fine because Kingdom Rush does it too. I'm trying to do it the same way as Kingdom Rush does for these active abilities, and it seems to work there too. I like to think that the player gets excited because there's something hidden and it's gonna unlock soon. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I still have that, so I shouldn't use that. You know what I noticed? I never used a short bow. It's just so bad. Shall I test this, guys? We can have 96% cooldown reduction. So you're constantly using abilities. I use it all the time for more speed. Maybe it needs a higher benefit since it has minus 10% range. Yeah, the 10% range is bad. The short bow, yeah. I need to rework that. I notice I never buy this. Even for 90. Because I also know, and I guess it would be a noob trap, but I also know that this doesn't upgrade into anything. I started drawing the upgrade for this, but I haven't implemented that. So obviously, I know that the progression ends with this. There's no progression past that. Yeah, so as I was saying, when you get here, you get 3 points. And why 3 points? I want you to choose one ability. Either shield orbs or explosive arrow. I want to give you an option, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So you get 2 options here. This is the idea of 6 to 9 minutes. Where's that? 6 to 9 minutes for each new mechanic. So you're gonna choose one ability here, then you play the next level, and after the next level you can get yourself the next ability if you want to. And then obviously you go further. But I don't want you... And most likely everyone will pick the big node here, because it's just so powerful. You can upgrade items, you don't mean it has a better version? Yeah, no, you can... Did you not know that you can... Like, you know this, right? Like, you put down a unit and you give it a sword and then it merges into a new sword. You did not know that? I don't care about their reviews. Like Rico's and Collector's reviews, I don't care about those. Because these are not my target audience. These are just 2 haters. Starting to playtest the latest version, Cakes. Do you have any use for game recordings? Yeah, of course. Commentary too, if you can. If you want to. Would be great. No, any recording of you playing with your feedback in the recording would be amazing. For sure. You can send it to me on Discord. And I can watch it. For sure, man. Of course, that helps a lot. That's the best way of to give feedback, for sure. I had no clue. So that right there, I think, is me not pointing you to the shop enough then. If you're not using the shop enough. And I noticed that the Thornity was doing that too. He didn't engage with the shop at all in level 2. What about short routes? You are showing in level 1 mobs do not have to stick to the path and never use it again, Cakes. Yeah, because it was a little too overwhelming for the player. Hey, Skirp, how you doing, man? Long time no see, bro. Welcome. Good day. I agree with super cool. Go big dick swarms. Okay, guys. We'll try big swarms, okay? Let's give it a test. Yeah? Shall we? But for now, but first, let me test something here. This is the function, and I used an Excel sheet. Calc. So the, let's see, level. I hate this. Why is it lagging? Level, then base, XP. Linear base. Okay, so I think what was linear base? Oops. Where is it? Here. Linear base is 15. 3 times the current level. 1. Base XP was 200. And then the total is level times 3. So level would be this times 3. times linear base plus base. So this. And then this is $1. And this is also $1. And then it'll give us 245. And then if we do this, we go to 29. That's where we can see the progression in terms of how many experience points you need to progress. And if you're saying you're getting too many skill points, then I can either change the base XP to make the early levels take longer, or I can change the linear base. I could say instead of 15, it's 20. And the difference... How about we do this? Let's do 15 here. And then we'll take the entire thing from here. We copy that over. No, stop. And then we paste that in here. Huh? Is it lagging? What the hell? Can you stop? Bro, just copy that. Can't be too difficult, man. Come on. Good. Yeah. Instead of C8, it is C9. Cloud 9. Good. And so now we can compare these two values at least. So we would need 400 more experience points at level 36 to get a level. The first level is fine, kind of gets too much after that, yeah. So I think if it gets too much after that, then the linear base needs to be increased. The growth of how much you need. So wait, so this is I feel like I wouldn't want to exchange these, but how about we do it like this? I mean, we could change it up. Let's see, at level 10. We have a difference of 150. Cakez, rats passing from between the trees in the first level teaches the players a terrible lesson, by the way. I would remove that shit because it doesn't even happen later in the game. So what you're saying is you would go to this level here. And guys, I love this type of feedback. I really do, because it helps me a lot. And you would turn this path into this path, essentially. Visually. Right? Cakez, did you beat the cold already? Immune system actually working for once? Kinda agree. The middle path here is worse. This one is worse. Okay. I mean, let's see. Cool thing is, we shift. We can actually do that. There we go. Looks weird, but... What the hell? Oh god. Right, get out. Yeah, I mean, sure, we can do that. We do it like this. But is even the first path? I gotta be honest. Really? This is a custom engine, yeah. Cakez, are we reading the access straight into the game data studio or make an intern type it's out studio? This is in make an intern type it out studio. I mean, how else would you want to do a progression like that other than Excel? And then all I need to do in the game is if I decide on 20. I mean, do I really need to read this from an Excel sheet when I could just do 20 here? I feel like, yeah, so I think 20 is better. So, you're talking about the middle one mostly? Yeah, I would agree with the middle one. So let's keep this the way it is, but remove this part here. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's see. So on this map here, we can get rid of some stuff here. This. And I think, yeah, that's the second part. Dual grid. We should still be able. I need to select the correct dual grid though. Oh wait, that was the wrong dual grid. Yeah. Oh, it's that easy. Really. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, I made a mistake and I don't have any undo. I don't have undo. So what I need to do now is load this again. Good. And just redo what I did. Because I accidentally clicked with dual grid on. Shit. Yeah, so like that's custom engine for you guys, okay? You gotta... This is caveman coding. Okay? It is what it is. There we go. Okay, so we cleaned this out. Now we could do dual grid, please. Select the correct dual grid and yeah, just fill in this patch, right? There you go. Let's make it look cool. Which, I mean, it is how it is. Good. Save. And now the editor is even worse. I need to type in camp site roads and I can't make any spelling mistakes because then it's gonna save over this level, the background. Save. Good. Now I have saved the background, but I have not saved the level. Okay, so I still need to save the level. Okay, because these are two different files. Yeah, a level can have a background and two different levels can use the same different background. That's why only I use this, okay? Because it's fine. You just gotta get used to it. It's totally okay. Oh, by the way, guys, I could put this massive orange tree in here. What do you guys think? Shall I put it in here? Looks trash. Okay, you're banned. Doesn't look trash. Give us the editor. It's not ready yet. Oh. Oh. Player will not be able to put units, so no. Okay, I'll put it here. Top is okay, yeah. And then we'll put these bad boys in here. Okay, the orange tree is dog shit. I mean... No, that's fine. Yeah. I like it. Okay, I mean, why not? It's close to the Tangy area, so that's why it makes sense. Yeah, if a team had to use this, I would have to write so much more tooling. Yeah, indeed, my friend. That is what it is, yeah. 100%. Yes. I'm so happy that no one sees this editor, but I could still use it to make amazing levels really fast. Without anyone seeing how atrociously bad this and tedious this is. But it's fine, because only I use it. There we go. I'm gonna put another one, guys. I'm actually gonna put another one. You know why? Because I can. Why not? Explaining to a team we don't need undo. If you just commit to source control every change. Yeah, true. 100%. Okay, you like this more? The better version of the first level, because now the player knows. Okay, it's all gonna come through here. Now let me see on YouTube though, guys. Have chat? Okay, no one typed a message on YouTube. I like it. I think it's very nice that you have hidden nodes and explore as you go through the dark of the forest. Makes you more exciting and less overwhelming. Yeah, David, thank you. Appreciate that. That's the idea, and hopefully it works out too. And so far, most people said it is good, it's bad, so it's like a mixed, let's call it a mixed review on that particular mechanic. But people have not said that this is entirely bad feature, which makes me very happy, because then that means it can't be too bad, right? All right, guys, so I changed the progression to 20 per level now. What the hell was that? Okay, whatever that was, I do not understand. Is that happening again? No, okay. There's a little grass under the orange tree. Huh? Where? What? Nani? Cakez, I applied for the university. This is going to be the most depressive year of my life. Oh, so because you think you're not gonna get the spot, bro. You're gonna get it, man. You're gonna get it, bro. Hey. Isn't the upgrade button supposed to only have the star icon when you have unspent points? Yeah, I will work on that over time. This is like a very... I actually wanted to have a cool animation, but I couldn't manage to implement it yet. Cakez, bleed build on the defender. The tier 1 weapon upgrades into a non-bleed weapon. Feels weird. Wait, what? Scimitar does? Wait, what? Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna reroll until I get a scimitar. This one here. Excuse me. Come on, man. Shit! Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. That's bad. It needs to be a bleed. You know, I actually have a weapon for you, my friend. We can do that right now. And I can unpause notifications because we're gonna have some. Gonna skip that though. Okay, that's fine.
Collector's alt account just joined.
Glad to be back to my favorite Vulcan and Godot stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
Does not look like a dick what you're talking about, bro. Stop saying that. You're wrong.
Fuck Cakez, fuck Pirate Software Basic.
Hi.
Demo out? Check. Mixed review? Check. Doesn't work on AMD? Check. Unbalanced game? Check. UI bugs? Check. Yapping all day? Check.
Why do I keep getting this? Error in the backend. IO failure on your current stream. No space on device.
Good day.
Oh no!
And good day,
I don't have
Anyways,
space.
keep your truths to yourself.
29
and do not
megabytes.
help them.
Shit. Shit. I'm cooked. I don't have space. It's assets. Yeah, die Spieleentwickler assets. This is the big one. Watch. Shit. Here. How much? 50
Thank you,
gigabytes.
Ethy66 for 5,000 bits.
What about C? How much space? Guys, I'm running out of space. Soon I can't stream anymore. And that's bad. Man, that looks great. It's only 5 megabytes. It's the damn sound effects, guys.
Hope you have a good time,
Sounds.
Cakez and Chat Pepe Neil.
What's taking the most here? The GDC packages? 215. Oh god. Yep.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Sell Chelsea Shore just
You need to clean your shits.
subscribe.
This one, tree looks like a dick.
Hello.
They have been stacked up. These were bans from before. We're gonna see another ban right now for Shade 11. Because I'm not a dick. Bye-bye. Shit, man. Damn it. I kind of don't want to move the sounds folder. Fine. We'll put this into C. Palworld modding. Let's do Ctrl-Shift-N. Spiele Entwickler. This is Gamedev, by the way, but in German. There we go. That should work. Yeah, this is just sounds. That's why it's so much. Root to remove, to root someone when they can't root back. Okay, Shell 11 is still banned if you don't unban him, please. He called me a dick. We cannot let that pass, my friend. Okay. That's how Rico got banned permanently for the last time, because someone unbanned him. There we go. Okay, so now we should have space. I don't have time to clean my space, my keyboard. No. Festplatte in English. I don't have time to clean up the Festplatte, guys. Wolf's Bite. You're gonna like this weapon, bro. Because it's an amazing weapon. So. How much bleed damage should this thing have? Without Scimitar has 15 bleed damage, 15 physical, and 20 bleed chance. Wolf's Bite could have 40 bleed chance, bleed duration, and bleed damage. How about we increase the bleed damage by 100% and give it a stat physical damage 2 of 30. %40 bleed chance and 100%. I feel like that's a bit much. There we go. Okay, so now it upgrades into this, and then we go to... Wow, it even has an icon already. For some reason, it doesn't have the Wolf's Bite. There we go. Now it's inside. The tier 2 items, and therefore it should also be you should also be able to purchase this in the shop. And Wolf's Bite, let's say it costs 260 as a weapon, and without scimitars, 2 without scimitars are still better to buy early, but you're not always guaranteed to get 2 without scimitars. So let's see. Let's get some more until we have one. Here, Now you get this weapon. Mr. Null Exception. You know what I feel like? What is missing? Very large weapons. Big weapons. That look amazing. And give you the feeling like you upgraded something. Lifesteal? Would be cool. Two-hand sword. I'm talking in general. The bleed is cool as well. Yeah, like lifesteal would be cool too. Not gonna do that for the demo. Would be scope creep, but for sure for late game and for later, yes. Why not? Big heavy hammer that stuns. Yeah, stuff like that. We need dual wielding. Damn, that would be great too. I know, guys. I want to implement all of these things, but I can only do that if the game has some form of success. Otherwise, I would just be coding something for no audience, you know, guys. It would all of this would be amazing. I would love to do it. But we gotta be realistic here, right? Okay, so now that this is over, right? And let me see here. Do we get to level 3 or not? Because I wanted to spawn swarms. Superku told me to test out swarms. I want to test that out too. What do you consider success in the next fest? Let me check for a second here, okay? Thornity gave me their stats. I'll check for you guys. Beatboxing? Let me check. I'm looking at the Google Drive. Oh no, not this. Never mind. Wrong link. The case study. 3,000 wishlist. That's what they had when they launched the game. And Steam Next Fest gave them... Demo on itch is something I'm thinking about doing too, guys. I don't know how fast I can get Emscripten to run on my game, though. I don't know if Emscripten is going to interfere with sound and with opening up a window and input. So it goes very deep. Might not be able to do it. You don't need itch. Hey, 650 wishlist, not bad. But yeah, it might be too late for me. Next fest. Here. So they got... They had 1,000 wish lists. I don't understand. How many wish lists did you guys get? Like this, let me see. Played and wish listed. 450 total wish lists. Here's how the event went for you. You had 1,600 total players. 445 played and wishlisted. And you got in total 945 wishlists. If I get close to 1,000 wishlists from Steam Next Fest, then I will consider this somewhat a success. If not, then it depends on the degree to what I get. If I get 100 wish lists, then hey, I can only try my best, right? Got to try that, yeah, but a soundless web version is already something. A soundless web version, yeah, we could try, yeah. Shut up, okay, it will not be in the summer 2029. update, okay, bro? Kinda toxic here. So. Let me quickly finish this level. I want to see if I still get 3 skill points. From this. Okay, I'm just cheating a little bit. Okay, I still get to level 3 with enough XP to spare so that I could leak a couple more monsters. Good stuff. So with 100 wish lists, you will cancel the game. With 100 wish lists, I will write down a to-do list on what to do to release my game. How much content I need to add. So that if you play through the content, you have at least 2 hours of gameplay. Then I will do that content without changing the gameplay at all. I will try to fix as many bugs along the way as I can do. And then I will release it. And then I will make another game. And I'll write down what type of game I'm gonna make. And that's when we're gonna experiment too. Gonna improve the workflow. We're gonna try out other engines. Yeah, Unity, Unreal Engine. Maybe Game Maker. We'll see. I'm gonna try out other programming languages too. And make a plan. And the idea will be that we will do fully fledged games. And we will always, as far as I can afford it, of course, try to... for sure we'll do a Steam in each page. And if the game seems promising enough, we'll also do a Steam page for each of these games. But we'll see. With the base engine, you could do more things now, yeah. Healer spam is OP, not even gonna lie, yeah. Will the game have an easy way to submit bug issue dissatisfaction outside of Discord stream? Not at the moment, no. Yes, I mean, yes, there is this, right? Wait. Just noticed. This is not implemented. Thank you, guys. This was feedback from earlier. I need to fix that. Let me fix it. Escape does nothing. Quit does nothing. That is correct, because it's not shown up. Shit. I deleted the old town, did I? I did not. Did I? I did not delete the old town. Nice. Very important. If to quit button. Push leave game ID. Thanks for playing, yeah. There we go. I think it was this little piece of code that was missing. There we go. Yes, so when you click quit, it's supposed to show this. Now it does. Oh shit, the star is on top. Where is it? Star animation here, right next to this. Layer plus 10. How about 5? Okay, good. Yeah, That's good. And these buttons will not show up for you guys. They will just show up for me, so that's fine. Yeah, good. So in the worst case scenario, there's going to be like 6 to 8 maps, the same gameplay as now. In the worst case scenario, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maps here. And then another biome. Maybe 2 biomes at most. But considering the fact that I need to make enemies for all of these biomes, I mean, I can reuse these same enemies and make ice rats. They are just more powerful, have more life, stuff like that, right? I could reuse most of the assets and make them repeat. And then add in some additional monsters in between, right? So that are new monsters. Yes. I kinda, for the full game, I would like to have forest, ice, so snowy area, and undead area. 3 biomes. And I think I'll still do it even if the game fails, but I'll try to cut it short as much as I can. Would you change the price in the worst case scenario? That depends. I'll probably still stick to $10. And then I'll make it replayable by giving you an endless mode. Like, we will write down a list of things that I need to do to finish the game, and then I will just do that as good as I can, and will not change any existing systems. It will be the way it is. 10 sounds low. I think 10 is fine. You need to think in terms of gameplay and content, how much you have. And Shade 11. Null Exception was able to blast through this in 20 minutes. An unexperienced player takes about 30 minutes to an hour to get to where Null Exception was. It's less than a Starbucks coffee. Yeah, it is how it is. I mean, that's just the way it is, man. I can complain about any game pricing all I want to, but I think 10 is fair. The lore is not gonna be something I concern myself with, bro. Okay? I don't need that. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen, but hey, we need to work on the game. So, we have just tested this, we got 3 skill points, that's important. I want the player to have 3 skill points, so that's great. Nice, works. So, let me do a git commit and push, and actually fixed quite a bit of stuff, actually. Good add. And thank you guys for the feedback. For those of you who played, Null Exception, thank you very much. Happy Rosenrot, I really appreciate you too. Everyone that has given me feedback, Paradox as well. I hope you can see the idea of the skill tree now, and hopefully there you do understand that there's many different strategies that you can use if you want to. And at the end of the day, I'm not making balloons. What I'm making is a skill tree incremental type game that hopefully just scales into insane levels. That's the idea. I want you to explode the screen in a way. That's the idea. If you use the defender, if you use the ranger for that, that's totally fine. And then we'll see if this works or not. If people like this or not. Wolf's Bite. Leave game menu. XP change for skill points. Push. Silksong could have taken 30, no one would have complained. Yeah, I actually wanted to talk about the indie game pricing, but I feel like it would take too long. Yeah, I know. I've seen these articles, you guys. Here. Indie developers concerned Hollow Knight Silksong's low price would affect wider indie game pricing. I think it's just weak devs complaining about pricing. That's what I think it is, to be honest. If you have a good game, then you can charge whatever you want for it. It's co-op, yeah. That's how I see it too. Like, there's many examples of games that are priced higher than, let's call it, their very successful counterparts, and it was never really an issue. They still, like, listen, for this might be a phenomenon, but there's also other games that still do very well and are priced much higher. I would never pay $30 for a 2D game. Yeah, some people would though. And if the majority of people would, then you as an indie developer would be smart to set it to $30 and not 20. If you need the money. They obviously don't seem to need the money, which is why that sparked such a, not an outrage, but a discussion. Okay, so you told me to... We just pushed, right? Did we get push? I think I pushed, right? Push these nuts. Good. Nice. Test. Let's spawn twice as many rats in the first level. And I'm gonna reset the skill points so it is actually like we are currently playing the first level. So, let's say what Superku says. We start out with 2 rats, very slowly. We could extend this a bit, right? You can see the pattern, right? Let me test which paths do we have. I forgot. So we have that one. This one is not used. I should delete it actually. And then we have the second path. Okay. So I can use the very first path to make rats spawn there. Alright. What did I think about that? Time 0. Time start 1. So essentially time 0, time start 1. That is spawning 4 rats with a frequency of 1 in the same path. Lol. So that one was useless. And then we can make 8 rats spawn with a frequency of 0.5. And then that'll be it. Now, how can I all of a sudden spawn so many rats? Well, so that would be the first round. How can I do that? I need to make the rats less OP. Instead of having them, giving them 220 health, I can give them 140. It was kind of stupid for them to sell it for 20 bucks for a business perspective. Imagine you could just double or triple your money by taking a small risk and selling it for 40. Yeah, but would as many players play the game? You also have to take that into account. Are you guaranteed the same player base? And Samurai Jamie, thank you very much for following, man. I appreciate it, bro. Guys, it's not a AAA title. It's like a 2 or 3 man team, as far as I remember. After the deep map forest screen, I got thanks for playing. Should it not be after Wolf's Den? Yeah, actually it should be. quit. Push modal. Here. If it's a story mission and we are in... Oh, let's see. Thought I changed that. Thank you. I guarantee you I changed that. Okay, it's correctly spelled. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Not everyone is greedy shareholder, guys. Yeah, you have to understand, Paradox, that most of these people in chat would love to sell a game like that, and since it's their first game, they would charge more. It's only natural. And it's just obvious. Which is not a bad thing, by the way. Like, I would do that too. If I knew I could, I would do it too, of course. Just gotta secure the future, right? Of course. Alright, 140, is that good enough? I would give it away for free. Yeah, sure you would. Such a freaking liar you are, you know? It's crazy how much you delude yourself into thinking that you make a game for over, let's say, 3 years, 5 years, and you'd be sitting there at the end of your journey and like, yeah, let me just give it away for free. What's 5 years of my time? I barely scrape by. I can barely buy food. I need to draw my... Not draw. I need to wash my my laundry at my parents' house. Yeah, it's fine. Let me give those people something they can enjoy. I don't need the money, and I don't need a proper studio to work and make more games. Absolutely not. Okay. 140. Superku's idea. Massive spawns. Massive. There's one last thing I need to code, unfortunately. Sorry. One last thing. This is the important part. The attacker array is no longer dependent on the block count. Now this is gonna break balance a little bit, but you can block infinite enemies now. The only thing that stops you from attacking... Where is it, bro? Huh? Oh, it's target valid, I see. The only thing that stops you from attacking is not the block count, but if there is already 20 enemies attacking. Or should it be 10? Let's just do 20, whatever. They'll pile up. Guys, this is gonna break the game, by the way. It's gonna be so bad. Oof, it's gonna break the game, but okay. Here are your 30 enemies, super cool. Here's the 30 enemies. And then round 3 is gonna be 300. How about this? 120. Yeah. $42. Crash it, it's not gonna crash, but it's gonna be weird. 100%. Yikes. Oof. He said 3,000? No, he corrected himself. He said 300. I hate that so much. Let's go. Please start. It's time. It's gonna be good. Okay, already 12 enemies. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. No, it doesn't matter because it's just a stat. Alright. I'm kind of scared. That's fine. That's quite a lot. Oh, they push themselves away. Okay. Let's just see what happens in the next round. Uh-huh. Takes 3 hits to kill him. That seems fine. That's totally okay. That's easy. Now there's a big rusher. Oh god. Okay. Yikes! What's going on here? Uh-huh. Holy moly! Golly! Goodness! Come on! This is just retarded, bro. What's going on? What's this? What the hell? Yeah, no, I changed how many rats the defender can block. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I gotta scale a bit more. This could be very cool. Big rushes for weak enemies in later stages that you can mow down with AoE sound satisfying. Yeah, but I feel like this is a bit too early. Like, according to Super Q's progression, it starts with 2, or it starts with 3 rats, then 30 rats, and then give us this update. I can't, because it's literally the first level, the first 3 rounds. 3,000? It's not gonna work. Now you can replace the rats with hentai waifus and put me as a defender. What you talking about, bro? This was my feedback too. Keep the low tier enemies as hordes for later levels because they are satisfying to kill. That's what I meant for later waves as well. I want to see if I can beat it. It's impossible to beat. It's literally impossible to beat. Without upgrades, no way. With upgrades, maybe. Red poison. That's crazy, brah. In the last level of my game, I spawned around 10,000 units. It's satisfying to see them melt away. It's impossible. Like, you have 300 money, but you need to re-roll. Guaranteed lost tutorial rage game. Yeah, so it would be too early in the tutorial, but I can... Archer not doing too bad. Yeah, he did 10,000 damage. And obviously, if you go home and you go here... That'll change a lot, right? Let's say you do that. And then you do it again. And then you give him this. This could potentially be all you need. Now you have AoE. That could work. Oh my god. That's actually crazy. I think that's too OP because it hits everything. You see that? Come on, man. 5 seconds. You gotta survive, bro. Don't be useless. Hit them. Yes, this one. Oof. It's actually possible to beat this. It's possible to beat this because I can block them all. Make the rats one-hit kill. When are we unlocking nerdy tutorial, Tangy? I need to think about this, guys. I think this is great, but it's also... You can see the issue is easily the fact that these rats pile up, right? Okay, so these are the lowest tier of enemies. Fine, right? But I was able to beat 100 rats in the first level. I second this. Replace rats with bitches. Okay, guys. Stop. I gotta go. Balancing. Balance blocking by slowing attack rate. The more units blocked and B, enough units can push the defender along the path gradually, Cakez. Guys, I gotta go. I've got to deal with car issues. Stupid ass car. And got a lot of work to do as well. I'll think about this. It's a nice touch. Definitely. Like it a lot. Not sure how... Not sure how this is gonna work out though. Because I think it is quite OP. Just got a new car, already issues, yeah. Yep. I think there's something. The mechanic that took a look at the car thinks there's something with the engine. Take care, I'll send you a recording, Cakez. I'm still playing through the poison boss. Awesome. Appreciate that a lot, man. Yeah, thank you guys. And I'll go through the Discord messages in time and give you guys keys for those of you who want to test. And yeah, thank you guys for joining. Hope you had fun. I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Have a good day. Peace. No, hopefully not. Okay, not to -900. Peace.